Hey there, how we doing? Last but not least tonight, this one is for my Virgos. My name is Sherilyn, and I am here to do your weekly tarot reading. This one is going to be for Tuesday, October 14th through Thursday, October 16th. I am very late on this, and I know, and I'm sorry. I had doctor's appointments and the likes, and I couldn't get it all together, but I'm here now, so let's get through it. We're going to get this one done, okay? So we are at Virgo. We're just going to pull a spread and see what they have to say. Okay, here we go. For my Virgos, Virgoians. Okay. All right, Virgo, what you got today? Sorry, where are we at? Okay, you're opening with the Two of Cups. So you're dealing with some sort of a divine union here in your backstory. Okay, followed by the Fool. Okay, and the challenge was the Four of Pentacles. Okay, Virgo. So your backstory or your recent past, this is what we're going to build off of for the rest of this reading, okay? It looks as though there was a divine union that you came into. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friendship or something, but whatever, it is a divine union. You opted to take a leap of faith towards this union. The obstacle was that you still had some sort of unhealed trauma or something. You have something here that you're hanging on to, that you're not letting go of. So it's like there's some sort of pain or hurt. I don't know. There's something here that you're refusing to let go of in the recent past. And I think it had a great impact on this particular union we're talking about. Not in a positive way, right? Okay, let's see what happens. We'll go forward. So what do we have currently? Currently, I have you at the Chariot. Okay. And then we have the Emperor. And in the challenge position, we have the Six of Swords. So with the Chariot here, despite the fact that you were trying to hang on to some kind of hurt or whatever, you were, sweeping that under a carpet or something. You're determined to go forward with this. Okay, that's what you were doing here. That's what you're doing now. You're pushing forward right now without healing whatever this problem is. But anyways, with the Emperor in the center, this is the card at the center of your read once we get the cards laid out. So this is your overall, your persona, I guess you could say. You are very much so standing in Emperor status. Male or female, makes no difference. It's an energy, but you're that person, okay? You are very rigid in your thinking, very sure you're right, and you probably are. Don't get me wrong, okay? But you are very arrogant about it, I guess you could say. Definitely not somebody who's open to compromise right now, okay? The challenge right this minute is that in being in this Emperor status, okay, and not healing whatever it was from the past, currently it's saying that you are kind of pulling your energy, you're detaching from things around you so that you can try to sail your ship, which is your life, into calmer waters. But there's definitely an avoidant or detachment type of feel to this whole situation here. So even people that are still connected to you, or that are, that are still around you or connected to you, friends, family, I don't know, whatever you've got there, they're still connected to you, but it's almost like only for show. Because in reality, you've already pulled your energy back out of all of these things. You've decided that when you have your energy in these things, it causes you chaos. And so for some reason, maybe subconsciously, I don't know, but you have already pulled your energy back out of these situations. So basically, it's like you're a shell that's there, but you're not there, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see what we got. In the near future, I've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Empress, and Temperance. Now, it's very interesting. We have the Fool to the Emperor to the Empress. Okay, there's no better divine couple than the Emperor and the Empress, really. So you have a divine counterpart, okay? This person must be a saint, huh? Or if they're not here yet, they're coming in. I don't know. For most of you, I feel like you have this person already. Maybe not, yeah. Okay, whatever, this person, they're 100% invested in you, period. So when you do this, because this feels like if you already have somebody, this is something you've done to them on repeat. Today you're there, tomorrow you're like vacant for a couple months, and then you come back, and then you're vacant again, and you come back. They're just used to it, I guess. Wow. You just check out. But the whole reason all this happens is because you haven't healed this trauma from up here. Anyways, temperance on the bottom at the end of this whole situation here. The temperance is speaking to the challenge is to find a sense of healing and balance in your life. Sorry. That's a frustrating reading. What do you got on the bottom? I got the 6 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. So I don't know if you're in the public eye or you're just somebody who demands or commands a bunch of attention when you walk into a room. Could be either way. You're very well respected in whatever it is that you do. I can tell you that. You gain a fair amount of public recognition everywhere you go. The 10 of Wands, this recognition that you do gain everywhere you go when you walk into a room, is starting to feel burdensome to you because you feel you have to keep up some sort of facade, it's saying. However, keeping up the facade is what has helped you to get to this 10 of Pentacles, and it does look like if you're not there already, you're close. 10 of Pentacles being like, the ultimate in whatever, tangible wealth or success, legacy. Okay, what else you got here? I've got the Moon, the Knight of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles. So people around you can't see things clearly or don't see you clearly, but it's because you don't allow it. But by not allowing it, you feel left out in the cold. Like you don't fit in anywhere, People think they know you, but they only know a facade. But there's nobody to blame for that other than yourself. I mean, if you don't let people in, then they cannot know you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is... With the Knight of Cups, there's something here about you constantly trying to save the day because it, makes you feel... is that codependent when you're on that end of it? I'm trying to think, but it makes you feel needed. I don't know. And that's the only way that you feel like you fit in is if you feel needed. Okay, 3 more and we're going to do the days of the week. I don't like this reading. 4 of Cups, the Star, and the Page of Cups. The 4 of Cups is you're dissatisfied. You are dissatisfied. But it's hard for you to really be, not hard. You can be dissatisfied, but it doesn't make a lot of sense when you stop and think about it because this is like you built this. This is how you've built this. So unless you change it, this is how it stays, you know what I'm saying? And then you're going to continue to feel left out because nobody really knows you. With the Star card, you hold on to hope that, someday somebody's going to magically figure this all out and know you. But with the Page of Cups on the other side, they're telling you that's an unrealistic expectation. If you don't want to be authentic, then nobody can know the authentic you. Okay, there we go. Tuesday, what do you got? This was no fun at all, this one, right? Sorry, Tuesday, I've got the Queen of Wands and the 2 of Swords. So there's a lot of confusion. You are somebody, when you see something you want, you go get it. Period. You know what I'm saying? The confusion right now is you don't know what you want. Not really. You know what you've decided you wanted in this facade, but you don't know what you really want because I'm not sure if you know who you really are. That's deep, huh? Let's keep going. Sorry. Okay, Wednesday, I've got the King of Cups and the 7 of Cups. You have plenty of options, different directions you can go in. This is supposed to be a test of your discernment, but that's a joke. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, what do you got for Thursday? Sorry, you got the Lovers and the Knight of Swords. You're looking for clarity in a love situation. That's that there again. What's the irony in that? You're going to look for clarity in a situation in love, but you're not being authentic. So how can you expect authenticity from somebody else, right? That's what I see in these cards. In these cards, it's like this. They call it a mask or something, but it's this facade you've built. And now you are feeling sad because nobody knows the real you, but that's because you're hiding behind the facade. At any rate, if this isn't your reading, please don't try to make it fit. That's just what I'm seeing in these cards today. But that's what I got. Okay, thanks a lot, Virgo. You have a good day.